Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dumbass Podcast. I am Winter.
I am Zach Goldpickman.
And Pyrite.
Yo, guys, it has been a hot minute. Something I want to state very clearly off the bat is if the audio sounds a little shit, it's because we're recording this off of Discord again. We're returning back to the classic format because that's kind of all we can do right now.
Yeah. I mean, even then, we're doing it off screen record method rather than
It'll
running
be
an
slightly
iPad.
less shit than it used to be,
Yeah,
yeah.
rather than running like a phone recording software right next to an open microphone.
Yeah. Now I'm actually recording it off of a computer. Nate's on his
I should.
phone, so Nate, when you talk, you might have to be a little closer to the mic as to not like have it clip. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I may be the only one in this chat right now that doesn't have like his headset on.
that's fair. I'm not sure if that would even make it any better. I mean, you could always try it. I
I
just
mean,
got
like the
fucking
head.
earbuds in.
I mean, perfectly honest, like looking back, the headset kind of just sounded like garbage.
That's fair.
So I feel like this would just be like a nice change of pace.
That's fair. Well, boys, as always, before we get into the topic at hand, we do some small talk. So,
even
how
though,
has everyone's
yeah,
life been?
mhm. well, this episode is an unofficial Small Talk 3, but
Basically.
it's got like a mini theme to it.
Yeah.
But before we get
It's
into
got like a
that
spread on.
mini theme, I do have one thing. I deliberately went out of my way to record something for this.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna put it in the VC's like built-in chat.
Okay.
So I don't know how readily y'all can access that, but I'm gonna do that.
I should be able to access to it. Also, anything I click on is just going to play for the podcast, too.
I hope they like the
Uh,
sound of a washing machine.
oh, great. Where would that be? Uh, God, am I blind? I think I might be blind. Where would that be at?
So when you're looking at the VC and it has like the three windows, up at the top right, there should be like a speech bubble
Ah,
icon.
I see. All right, let me click on this.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
room is different. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Huh.
But sorry, folks, for being quiet for a sec, but we're presenting.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay. So, podcast listeners, if you remember a while ago, the old room I used to stay in at Zach's, it's just fully revamped now,
yeah.
basically.
Well, yeah. It was your room. It was your room one time, and if anyone has seen like any of the skit videos we've done on like Cringe O'Clock or anything, they probably know what room it is. It's the one with like the red and white wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the room that Puppet Squad first started in.
Yeah. It's been completely redone. The floors, it's got like a very monochromatic theme. The floor is like completely new, like gray wood. The red wall has been painted a pretty dark gray. The wooden beam is black now, and it's now the new laundry room.
Yeah, I'm usually not a super big fan of like grayscale theme, but I really like the dark gray walls. The whole room looks like it has a black and white filter, which is
I
kind of
I just
sick.
got visited.
Oh, the French fry is here. We have him listening here in the background. Um, I have, I guess, a little bit small talk I can talk about. Oh, French fry. God, I wish you guys could see, but you can't. He's so cute. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. Fuzzy guy. Bro's got mutton chops. But some, I guess, minor news I have is at the end of March, I'm going to my first ever furry convention, which should probably come as a surprise to nobody. But I'm going with my friend Ray, and they have a full fursuit that I'm gonna be able to wear, which will be the first time ever that I wear like a full fursuit. And I'm going for like a week, so it'll be pretty sick, and I'm looking forward to that. It's a ferret with green hair.
Fucking fuming with envy.
Oh, French fry.
He made a little noise.
What's that French fry? We should go to dickatyourdoor.com.
No. Yeah. By the way, anytime I think of conventions, this just reminds me that like one of the most universal like bits that people do at cons is someone is going to show up as Spy from TF2 with like a paper mask on.
I'll definitely have to look out for that. I'm probably gonna record like a mini vlog while I'm there, so I'll definitely look out for him or like Schlatt. I know there's this one dude that like looks like Schlatt that just goes to furry cons, so I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for him specifically.
Yeah, hold on. I got a picture that shows exactly what I'm talking about.
Nate, you got any small talk you would? Oh God, yeah. Okay, yeah, I have seen that.
To answer your question, yes, I do. Honestly, I kind of just wanted to briefly talk about how I've evolved as a person.
That's fair.
If you guys remember the older episodes where we were talking about space and the ocean,
Great episode.
I was being an absolute dipshit about practically every point about space because at the time I was a bit of a conspiracy theorist, believing in dumb shit like the moon landing not being filmed by Stanley Kubrick or the fucking what else did I believe in? The flat Earth theory or whatever.
So you've evolved.
I've basically I've been going through many character arcs to get to this point.
Bro went up the tech tree.
It took me so long, but I'm finally integrating myself into society.
I'm glad you gained some brains.
So, I don't know. I guess this could kind of segue into the venting bit, but I just want to, because like that's kind of I feel like, well, I mean, we have a title and everything. Everyone knows what they know what
we know what they know why they're here.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing Julie's really amazing art right there.
Of course, shout out Julie for doing the podcast art as always.
Like everyone knows why they're here. We came for venting, and I guess this kind of could segue into mine. I don't really have a lot I can go off about, so I kind of need to just take anything.
Right.
And one that I can go on about is having been around since having been around on like the internet, especially YouTube, ever since the era where like SpongeBob YouTube poops were the hottest shit on the fucking planet.
God, those were the days.
I've seen what people will be like. It is like this kind again. I thought of this because of what Nate was talking about. You know, the podcast has been going on for 4 years, and it's like it doesn't
quite a
matter
while,
how it doesn't matter how old you are or how far in life you've gotten. Like 4 years, you can still learn a lot in that kind of time frame as a person.
True.
And you can change, you know?
Yeah, of course.
I feel and just the world in general is also going to change a lot in that amount of time. And basically what it goes on is basically my point is like there's a lot of shit on on like the earlier episodes of the podcast that we've probably talked about or said that's probably like aged super fucking poorly.
Oh, I'm
Big shout
sure.
out big shout outs to the episode about Mr. Beast.
Oh my god, I was literally just thinking about that the other day. That might be the most poorly aged one today. Like on our let's get Monk and the most unproblematic person we could think about. Welp, if only we knew.
Yeah. So
Like
so
refresh us on what happened in that episode.
God,
so
that's a
yeah.
great question. It was I think it was basically just us like going through a fictional poll. Like I don't know
It,
enough politics terms, but it was like the debate of Mr. Monk and Mr. Beast is I'm pretty sure what it was.
Oh
yeah, for
yeah,
president.
I
Yeah.
remember why I don't remember this. I wasn't even a part of that episode.
Yeah, those were the
Yeah,
two when you were on your hiatus.
Like two
yeah.
episodes late.
The other one was like the episode where we talked a shit ton about like various science and shit.
Yeah, that's where the microbe. Guys, you remember the microbe movie? God, any micro movie fans that have held out since the first channel, I hate to crush your
Yeah.
dreams, but that shit is as far on the back burner as things could possibly be.
Yeah. So basically a lot of things I'm just gonna say this. A lot of the things in the podcast have aged poorly, and I know if for some reason the podcast takes off, there's some dipshit who's gonna look at those early episodes and try to complain about it. It's like the world changes, and you know what? We're not deleting any of it
Do you expect
because
us to know what's going to happen in the future? Shit changes
we're
on
not
a weekly basis these days.
we're not
Sorry.
deleting any of it either because
No.
it's the same thing as like what happened with the one Tom and Jerry. It's like if you remember, there was this one like black character who
All right.
a
Yeah,
lot of people
maybe.
like, yeah, it's like a lot of people were like claiming racism and stuff, and like even the voice actors admitted there were kind of some stereotypes put behind the character.
Right.
But she said like the episode should still be airing so people can see what was wrong with it and
Yeah.
learn from it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, learn from
And
your
not
mistakes.
Yeah, especially because most of the time in modern times, whenever something like racially insensitive gets torn down, it's because it's white people speaking for the demographic rather than the actual demographic.
God,
That's
I
the
hate white people.
Shout out to the dude who wore the outfit in like the Mexican outfit in his college and then went to
Right.
Mexico.
I love that. That's my favorite example of that. Just every white person is offended on the college campus and everyone in Mexico fucking loved it.
That's like the biggest like form of irony that could ever come out of racism. It's never the races themselves that are offended. It's the fucking white people.
White people thinking they know better, talking about shit that doesn't concern them.
Yeah.
You want to hear another form of irony? The fact that people would say like, "Oh, I'm not racist at all," but literally all of their friends are white.
God, this
But then you have the opposite, where people claim to be the biggest fucking racist of them all, but
So
literally all their friends. You have like a Chinese friend, a fucking black friend, and an
oh,
Asian friend. It's like they have like every fucking like continent under the sun in their friend group,
this
and it
podcast
just
is
doesn't
off to a great start.
I went
make any damn
I
sense. Enough out of me.
so hold on. This kind of reminds me of another one I want to talk about.
Okay.
So a lot of you I a lot of you probably have seen that I brought one of my my like one of my like actual Discord buds. What is French fry doing?
Oh god, I just saw his eyes flash. That was terrifying. Just in the void. Oh my god, that's so scary. What the fuck? That's terrifying.
It's like the fucking face in the dark meme. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, really. Oh god,
But
he,
yeah,
he keeps doing it.
Like
It's so scary.
but yeah. So I brought in my friend Plague into the server because we're starting it. I'm mostly helping him make a game that he wants to make, and our company's like officially producing it.
Right. A24 style.
Yeah. So But I was talking to him once, and he was going off about like how he saw this incredibly like fuck ass like interaction where it was like this someone going off about like it's going back to one of the things you were talking about where it's like people being hard pressed on like religion, like what
Hmm.
the thing you were talking about before we started the episode.
Right.
Um, like people being like super obnoxious about their religion. It's like, like you can believe what you want to believe, just don't be a dick.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know, but it's one of the people who was being a dick. And it's like they made the most stupid ass argument. It was one of those people who thinks like atheists are the worst people on the planet.
Right.
Oh,
It's like so it was like if you don't believe in God, then why don't you go around and like kill people? And then as a joke, the person responded, "I do." But
Yeah.
like Plague and I were riffing on this because it's like that is I don't think the person realizes how backwards, like unhelpful that question is, because you're insinuating two things by asking that. One is that humans are so stupid that without the idea of a godly figure, we're not smart enough to form a moral compass.
Yeah, they think that
And
people that don't have God can't have morals. It's insane.
and and two, it indirectly implies that the only reason you do the morally correct thing is because of the fear of God.
Yeah. I don't need
Like
fear of anything
you're
to
not
be a good
like
person.
like you're not doing it because you're a good person. You're doing it because you're afraid of like the punishment of what will happen.
Yeah. That's no way to live
Like
your life.
that's what you indirectly imply when you ask a question like that. So like I don't know, if you're gonna like first of all, don't preach your religion to people who don't want to hear it. But second
Yeah,
of all,
really.
if you're going to do that, at least do it intelligently.
Yeah. Very fair
yes.
point.
Satanists are probably the best example of that. And I'm not talking about like Satanists how they're often portrayed. We're talking about like ones that believe that Satan is like an icon or like a belief rather than a deity that is like all powerful.
I believe in my true god, Cthulhu.
Ah yes, Cthulhu. One day he will awaken.
I, a
God,
couple
let it happen already. I'm ready for it.
I, I remember when you fucking I remember a while ago on stream. Wasn't it like the Halloween stream where you played like the Dread X collections?
Yeah, yeah, that was the Halloween stream.
And one of the games you played was like a fucking romantic visual novel, but it was Cthulhu.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I've loo-
was a pretty good one actually.
I've looked into that by the way, just like out of curiosity because it came up. Funny enough, it weirdly came up in another conversation I took part in. And apparently in like the full version, because the one in the DreadX is basically a game jam.
Yeah.
The like full version of that game, apparently there's like three options for like your eldritch love interest, and one of them is based on the King in Yellow.
Oh, there's a really good Minecraft story with that. God,
Yeah, like
Zach, I know you know exactly what I'm referring to. That video is so good. It was like
Like
the
right
searching for a world that doesn't exist or something like that.
yeah.
I love that one. I need more stuff like that in my life. That shit made me. That was so scary when I watched it.
You know what's so funny about that too?
What?
It
what?
just goes to it just goes to show how much like the modern internet relies on like the need to be negative and right about things because like there's a lot of don't get me wrong, most of the people who watch the world that doesn't exist are fine.
Hmm.
They're like perfectly normal people, like they get it, right? But there are some people who are like there's some people who will like comment shit like this is fake, and it's like that
Wow, really?
they get they get so many they get destroyed in the replies where it's like, dog, do you not know how an ARG works?
God, I saw such a similar thing. There's a really good Twitter ARG that I'm obsessed with called Weird Birds. It's basically just dinosaurs are here. But there was like in one of like the ones where there was like a picture attached to it. There's like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is fake, and the author replies to me. It's just like, oh wow, really? Like, who are you? Fuck out of here.
Uh, Shout out to Gamer Subs. Give us a code.
God, I miss Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs, we have a fire flavor we've been cooking up. Just give us a chance.
But yeah, sorry, I just felt that I had to say that because I'm drinking it.
I haven't had it in a while, but I love Gamer Subs.
But where this started though, and this was kind of just to bring it back full circle and conclude my bit, then you guys can get to your bits for the topic. At least for the initial wave.
Right.
Circling back to what Nate was talking about, with him like used to believe in conspiracy theories. Speaking of, uh, a little shadow. This also kind of weirdly ties into the ARG stuff. A little underlying shadow thing going on is a little project we call Round Earth Theory.
Oh God, Round Earth Theory. Yeah. I look forward to. I've actually been thinking about that a lot.
Eventually, head over to Cringe O'Clock. Eventually when it like gets into proper production, it'll be like a talk show parody.
Yeah.
Over on there.
If you like the Eric Andre show, it'll have a similar vibe to that.
Is that the?
Yeah, that's the one. The meme of the guy like getting shot multiple times, reloading a clip, and then shooting the guy again.
Yeah,
that's from the Eric Andre show.
Or let me in.
Yeah, also from that as well. Yeah, it's just supposed to be a parody talk show. But yeah, it's called Round Earth Theory. I don't want to give away too much, but that's the basic concept.
Now when I think of the Eric Andre show now, all I think about is like this one meme I made. I like to I don't make memes often, but I do it funny enough to vent about very nothing like problems that I have. Like
right.
when you're watching a YouTuber play a game wrong. And it makes you angry.
Dude, I had that happen to me so recently. I think I briefly told you about this, but Queso, a streamer / YouTuber who I absolutely adore, I think everyone does, but he did a series on one of my favorite games called At Dead of Night. At Dead of Night is this cool game where you're like talking to ghosts, running around this hotel while this psychopath chases you. Not really important, but my point is
that like the mega photorealistic one?
Yeah, that's the one that has like the real actors in it, and you're running around like the like real 3D background of the hotel. Really good game. They're also working on a sequel right now. So
yeah, no, I've seen it. It's pretty sick.
But I was over at Ray's house a little while ago, and we were like, oh yeah, Queso has a full playthrough on it. We should watch that because we've never seen it. Oh my God. This is not me throwing beef at Queso at all, because I love the guy. But when I went to watch his playthrough, I legitimately had to tap out because it was the most infuriating way I've ever seen anybody play that game. I think he just assumes chat is lying to him most of the time because they're telling him where to go, because you have to like get certain items to talk to specific ghosts to progress the story. And if you don't do that, you're aimlessly wandering around completing no story and making no progress. And for the first like 4 episodes that are like 30 minutes to an hour and a half long, he has completed no story for like the first 4 episodes, while Chad is constantly telling him like, you need this, you need to go here, and he's like, nah, you lying. And I'm just sitting here like, I I can't fucking watch this, man. It's like I was getting so upset by it. Like I've never
Yeah.
seen anyone play the game
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's what. But yeah, no, shit like that is what I will sometimes make memes about. There's this one of the Eric Andre show meme of like the dude, him shooting the dude in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like I made a meme of it where it's like people playing games that can detect your mic, and it's like when it's the frame of him shooting, it's like the motherfucker playing it screaming louder than the eruption of Krakatoa, and then when it's the frame where he looks back at the camera, it's like, why did I die?
Yeah, really. God, we
It's
really
like,
gotta play one of those games. I really wanna do Lethal
no.
Company, but I have never played it.
You know what my absolute favorite thing about watching mic sensitive games is, though?
Hmm.
My absolute favorite is watching people with those loud ass mechanical keyboards suddenly not being able to play the game safely because their mic picks up the clicks.
I fucking love that. I have noticed that in clips from that. That's great. I gotta check out that what is it, Repo? That's like the newest
Yeah.
one. I've
Yes,
only
yes,
seen like clips of that. Just like Lethal Company, I've never played it and I haven't even really seen that much gameplay of
I
it.
I do have it. I've played it with people. I've played it with my friend Plague and a couple other people, one of them being the person who wrote that Devious Joe song that I sent you the one time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, no, those games are legitimately fun. The problem is a lot of them quickly become like mod fests, and like if
Yeah,
you play it unmodded, if you play it unmodded, it'll feel like kind of boring a lot.
that's fair. That's fair. I know I
But
definitely want to play
it's
one of them at some point because I believe I have Repo, I have Lethal Company, I have Phasmophobia, a couple others. Zach, I thought about you, me, and Kemi maybe hopping on one of those games at some point and doing a video on that because I think that'd be sick.
oh hold on real quick. You know what Nate's the podcast listeners can't see this, but you know what Nate's green cam reminds me of?
What?
The fucking Luke AFK clip where
Oh
he's
my
like a
god.
hack. Do 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 do
Yeah, it
do
really
do.
does. God, man, I miss him. He hasn't uploaded in forever.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because Omegle got fucking shot out back.
Yeah. God, we still got that one Monk Omegle video we recorded forever ago. I don't know if you remember, but the footage is still sitting unlisted on his channel. One day we should edit and upload that as like a final homage. I completely forgot about that. God. I mean, I'd love to lie and say I miss Omegle. I don't. And I think it being gone is for the better.
The only reason why I miss it is because I'm not going to be able to watch Pink Stylist do more trolling videos.
Oh, Pink Stylist. I haven't watched him in a while. Is he still uploading?
Yes.
Oh.
Uh,
I have just
check
been
their
informed
channel.
yes.
Oh, they are?
Apparently so. Fiora
Oh,
just said they are.
that's pretty cool.
God, I love them. That was one of the first queer content creators I ever discovered.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Things like the like just seeing like things like that where it's like sound sensitive, or it's like, and like literally anytime you bring up like a cleaning product, someone's immediately frame one going to comment something about like eating it.
Yeah.
It's like, this one's a more recent one that's been bothering me a lot, is like people doing like the cheesy movie dialogue memes. It's like where it's like they'll intentionally write bad audio for the movie, and it's like more often than not they'll incorporate saying the title of the movie to like make fun of film writing.
I just the other day I saw like a compilation of exactly that, them saying the title in the movie. I hate it when they do it, but at the same time, it makes me laugh almost every time.
I'm talking like people who will make like tweets or like TikToks where they're like, right, like, for example, before the Minecraft movie dropped, it was a major victim of this. People like trying to make fun of it by making like the like TikToks and tweets of them recording themselves saying like really like shitty lines that are like purposefully bad.
Oh, our yeah,
Well,
it's they did the same thing with the first FNAF movie. Bonnie, you go right. Chica, you go like that type of thing. They were fucking
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, and it's like it happens like every time a movie's dropping now, and I'm like, guys,
Can
can
we
we
get
like
some
get a new
original
joke?
comments?
Can we get a new joke?
What was that,
Yeah.
Nate? You were glitching out real bad. I guess you are the glitch master. But
yeah. However, I guess you could say I don't go by my dead name no more. I
yeah, I
go
mean, yeah,
by
technically,
I go by Pyrite.
it's a cool name. Ah, dead
Yeah,
name.
but
That's the perfect example of to segue into my section here.
oh really?
yeah. So I wanna tell a very brief story
All right.
that you guys definitely already know, but I don't think the people of the podcast know. So I know I talked a little bit about I Saw the TV Glow earlier. Great queer representation movie. Fantastic movie. Devastating watch. I love that movie. I don't recommend it. It destroyed me on ways that I can't even comprehend. But the first night I watched that movie, I was like already not in the best of headspaces. And I went and watched that movie because it was long overdue, like I had meant to watch it a while ago, but just hadn't got around to it. And I finally watched it. And by the time it ended, I was like such an emotional wreck. And then I went and checked my phone because I was like really locked into the movie, so I wasn't like checking my phone or anything to see who had texted me. And I see that my grandma texted me. And to sum it up, she's like, "I have cancer." And it's that news right after the most devastating watch. I was like falling into such a fucking spiral. It was actually insane. She is. I want to state for the record, she is fine now. I don't think it's as severe as I thought it was at the back when she first told me, because she's still doing fine now. But it was just that news right over that, and I was like, oh my god! It felt like my fucking world was falling apart all at once. That shit was rough.
Not be trying to hold back a laugh. I feel like an asshole.
Yeah,
I
what's
show
funny? What's
speed.
what's funny about it, huh?
Said
The I show speed moment.
when you mentioned
I know
that you're
exactly what you're talking about.
for some reason my brain made me think that that was her reaction to you saying that you watched the film.
Oh, my mom's
Well,
kind of homeless.
I
Um,
heard you or
hey,
any of your family.
Nah,
my
you're
mom's
good,
kind of
man.
homeless. Speed, I see you trying not to laugh.
But
I love that clip.
continue with the story.
But yeah, that was basically most of it. But it was just kind of like that initial shock of like I would like just coming out of the movie being like devastated and then immediately going into that. I mean, because as a shock, if somehow you don't know this by now, I'm trans. People listening, um, I know my voice
Yeah.
doesn't exactly quote unquote show it. I don't believe in that bullshit. Voice training is hard. Cut me some fucking slack. But I've had gender dysphoria my whole life, which is I know a problem these guys can't exactly relate to, but I know they get it to an extent. But most of my venting stuff comes from just I would love if I felt like a normal person in my own body. fucking Zubul from Digital Circus, they get it. Very trans-coded character.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the implication, well, technically, what it was is like they're non-binary because like when they got sent to the circus, they couldn't remember what they were.
Right.
But they're like the whole thing about like the Zubul pieces of being able to like trying to find it's very clearly it's trans stuff.
Got it.
And
Yeah, but like fucking Digital Circus, that's another thing that's gonna fucking March next month. We get the next episode after
yeah.
that devastating cliffhanger.
Every, yeah. Everyone's like everyone's super hyping up episode 8 and like don't get me wrong, I get it cuz like
Hmm.
we are on a cliffhanger right now, but like everyone's treating it as like the biggest piece, but
We
like
still got one more
a lot
after
of
that.
yeah, I was about to say a lot of people are seemingly are forgetting that episode 9 is also going to have to come,
Yeah,
and it's confirmed that episode 9 is going to be like at least twice as long as episode 8.
I know. I can't
Wow.
remember. I think it's maybe the 25th. I can't remember, but it's the next episode is releasing on International Frog Day. I'm sure that's not relevant.
Fro-
And
Excuse me.
it's supposed to pick up like right where the last one left off too. So
Yeah, yeah, episode 7 and 8. So the reason why Digital Circus probably does have 9 episodes is apparently 7 and 8 had to be split.
that makes sense. They're like a two-parter.
Yeah. Of
It,
course, yeah, because, like, I don't know. Apparently, there was, like, this weird precedent that, like, glitch shows typically go for 8 episodes, even though Murder Drone's, like, the only one at the time, but, you know.
Right.
when was the last episode we watched when we were all in the same room?
Probably not the last one, but the one before that. I was gonna say, Nate, have you even seen the most current episode? Because that came
haven't been
out like when I was here, so we weren't all together for that.
I haven't been keeping up on that particular news. I've mostly been keeping up on Iron Lung.
That's fair. God, yeah, this is
I
another great. I cannot stop getting spoilers for this movie anywhere I go, and I try to avoid spoilers the best I can, but they're just fucking posted everywhere.
well, luckily, well, I guess I got lucky because I haven't been getting any spoilers.
Well, you also don't doom scroll TikTok like I do, so again, it's partially my
Yeah.
fault, but it's like still like. The movie's still in theaters. Can we not be doing this? I knew it was gonna
Yeah.
happen, but still.
The only difference between you and me is that you doom scroll on TikTok and I doom scroll on YouTube Shorts.
We are not the same.
We're not the same, but we're both stupid.
Exactly. Oh, another wild French fry appearance.
Where is he?
He's right there. A
Oh,
shadow of a man. Can barely
sorry,
see
you
him.
can't see me now, but I'm tilting my head sideways because my phone is like really fucking dead right now. So I got my phone put sideways.
You're good.
That I heard earlier was me trying to somehow maneuver this phone so it stays upright, but it's not breaking the damn charging cord.
I gotcha.
All right.
But Nate, I know we're doing this topic specifically because you wanted to do this topic because there's something that happened in your life very recently that you wanted to talk about. So
Yes,
I will leave the
it,
floor up to you.
it was a huge, huge grievance in not only me but the rest of my family. My little dog, which you've only seen once in one of my videos, I may have to put a link to it in the comments or whatever, but basically it's my little pet dog named Gabriel. He is a poodle dachshund hybrid and he was really old. Like he was like pushing 18 dog years. And like we've had him since 2008 when he was a puppy, and it was just seeing him the way he was now was just sad to watch. He could barely move. He couldn't see, couldn't hear. He could barely do anything. It was like watching a dementia patient. It was just hard to watch.
Understandable, yeah.
Every time me and Ma held him in our arms, we just couldn't help but cry. And inevitably, it came to be that time where we had to put him down. Now, we didn't give him the old yellow treatment. I consider that animal cruelty.
Yeah, I would hope you didn't go out back and literally shoot him.
While it would have been quick and painless, it would have been traumatizing to say the least.
Yeah, probably.
People just don't do that in general anymore.
Yeah, I think we're past that as a society.
Did was we gave him some medicine, a large dose of medicine, considering how like humans are only supposed to take this medicine certain amounts. It was like 30 milligrams, which is a lot. I'm not going to say the name of the medicine though, but what this medicine did is that it slowly put Gabe to sleep, so that way he didn't have to die in pain. He kind of just slowly went away in his sleep until his heart stopped, and it was just the most horrifying. It was just the saddest event ever, and
I would imagine.
and for his burial, we actually had to do something different. We couldn't just bury him in the backyard because earlier, a couple years ago, when my uncle died, and we had to basically adopt his pet cat named Cookie, and she died. Yeah, pretty much everybody was fucking dying around me. Anyway, we had to bury her in the backyard, and literally the next day, we saw where we buried her. She was completely missing,
Oh.
like completely, like not
Oh.
a trace. She was completely missing. So to avoid having the body being taken by like animals and being ruthlessly eaten, we
Right.
decided to we wrapped Gabriel in a little towel. We put him in a little plastic tub, and then we filled that tub with concrete, and basically gave him a little tomb.
Hmm.
And now he's somewhere in this house. Unfortunately, I don't know where he's at, but they know.
That's
Where he's
fair.
now.
That's definitely rough, man. I am really sorry to hear that.
And it's amazing that he lived such a long and happy life.
I was gonna
The
say,
in-
yeah, he definitely lived a good long while.
like my grandmother's dog, I forgot which one it was, Christopher or Christian. I don't remember what fucking name he had, but they didn't last that long. Maybe even half that time. But Gabe was a fucking trooper, man. He stayed till the very end. I
Yeah,
just,
I remember when I used to go over to your house and I would always see him because yeah, you've had him for a really long time.
but wherever he is, at least he doesn't feel any pain.
Yeah. Can we get an RIP in chat? Sorry, I'm still stuck on streamer mode. It does suck
Please
though.
don't take this as me like trying to farm sympathy. Like basically doing the same thing I did with when my grandfather died. Yes, my grandfather died like last year. I am not trying to farm sympathy from anyone. I don't want to do that because that makes me look like I'm capitalizing off of people's death. And I never, ever, nobody should ever have to do that.
Right,
Gas
right.
station.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. But if you ever even think about capitalizing on your own parents, brother, whatever's death, you You are the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen in my entire life, and I wish I could ship myself over to your house and give you multiple kicks to the fucking groin for even thinking of such a cruel, horrible thing.
You know who's
Again, J Station.
yeah, really. You know who's I don't even think I should say this, but here I am saying it. You know whose death didn't cause me any sort of despair and no tears were shed that happened recently? Fucking Charlie Kirk. Can we get a rest in piss in chat?
Oh,
I'm so glad we don't have to hear that fucker's insufferable opinion on the world right now.
really?
I guess. I guess.
Anything about other than that. Oh, sorry, Zach. I'll let you talk.
I have absolutely no way of remembering if I talked about this on the podcast or not, because I think we
It's
may
been
have
a
only
bit.
done. I think we may have only done 1 or 2 episodes since this happened, but just to kind of um okay, yeah, just to kind of go off about probably a kind of similar situation I went through with Nate. Again, I have no way of remembering if I talked about this in another episode or not, but let me stand up real quick so I can.
I am almost positive that the last episode was long enough that I don't think you have talked about this.
Um, so I have it marked on my phone. Um, May 29th of last year, I think.
My birthday.
Um, May 29th of last year. My cat that I had for about, well, ever since I was in like probably like 5th or 6th grade. Um, so probably around like, I don't know, 10 years. The
Right.
cat I had for like 10 years. Um, she passed, and unfortunately it was because of a medical condition, so it wasn't exactly the most peaceful thing.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus help us all.
Yeah. Um podcast watchers can't see this, but I keep the box of her ashes on my desk at all times.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Like at all times, it's on my desk behind my computer, so I can always look at it, and
Right.
My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Honor her.
and I and on my phone, I made a permanent event for that day, that it's her memorial.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. I do miss
And
her because she was always yapping about something.
yeah, she had a very noticeable presence, and if you didn't notice, she would make you notice.
Yeah.
Was she an ankle biter?
No, just screams.
Yeah. Very loud. Loud on purpose.
Oh yeah, no, she was definitely doing it on purpose.
It wasn't one of
And
those
it's like,
things where like deaf cats are loud. She was not deaf. She was just loud.
yeah.
Your attention.
Oh, and no, she knew. Like, she was smart too. Like, whenever you said her name, she would pretty much she would notice and respond to you.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like it's been a while since then, but like I don't know. Winter knows this because I went home that day
Right.
absolutely fucking devastated
I
emotionally.
remember that. Yeah.
and I had to just like I was absolutely destroyed. I had to funny enough, I had to kind of drown it out by first going on a walk, and then we kind of like I don't know as like a distraction. We binged Murder Drones because you had yet to see it.
Yeah, I remember that. Really good show.
Yeah, my personal favorite of the glitch. It's just like something about my autism's roots just dug straight into it. Like I love Digital Circus, but some about Murder Drones just stuck to me.
That's kind of how I feel about Gaslight District. Like, I think it's very easy to call Digital Circus people's favorites, and I like it a lot. But I honestly think I like Gaslight District just like a little bit more.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, that one still has the caveat of like it still has to be worked on
Yeah,
actually. And the reason why it's taking so long is because, well, the Glitch's 3D team is occupied with Digital Circus right now.
right.
So
I know Knights of
once,
Guinevere just got greenlit finally.
yeah, fucking that one's really amazing by the creator of Owl House.
Oh yeah. And then there's the new one coming out that Rubber Ross is working on that Schlatt is in that looks really good.
Yeah, Gameoverse.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I like that. It goes to show like how much of a I think it goes to show how much of a benefit that Digital Circus was. Like, Digital Circus fucking explode literally overnight.
Yeah,
It
really.
blew up. Like, it literally, like, overnight fucking exploded. And it did a lot for Glitch because ever since then, they've been picking up shows at a faster and faster rate.
Pick up Hex.
I have a Glitch. For some reason, any of y'all stumble upon this hidden message.
Yeah, this is for you.
I have two demands. One one is an adaptation of the Hex comic.
Be a good studio for
Uh
it. I mean,
and two is work with Clay Entertainment to produce an animated Don't Starve show.
oh, that would be sick. There is this other. Hold on, I'm on my computer, so technically I can pull it up. There is this other YouTube channel, Zach. I told you about it. How I
Yeah.
think Glitch should
I
pick it
did
up.
I know the one you're talking about, and yeah, honestly I do agree. It looked pretty awesome.
It's called Playground. There's only like a concept trailer out for it right now, but I honestly think that would be such a cool show for uh Glitch to pick up. It's like this fucking I don't even know how to describe it, but it's awesome.
Th-
But yeah,
Listen, that's all you need. That's all you need for a Glitch show is you just need it to be so unfathomable
it's such a
that
cool
like
looking world.
uh, this we're just gonna just call this at this point call this episode the fucking emotional bell curve because we're going up and down and
Yeah,
up and
really.
down.
Just title it, let's
Honestly,
get these emotions out.
for some reason, you mentioned this YouTube channel, Playground. For some reason, maybe it's just because I was watching the the fuck just happened? Mandela catalogs.
Hmm.
Since I was recently, hearing the name Playground just so blank, blankly and so out there, it just reminded me of Doctor Nowhere or Mister Nowhere or whatever the guy's name was.
I
Oh
I
yeah,
put
Doctor
the
Nowhere.
oh yeah, I love Doctor Nowhere.
Yeah, the boiled one and all that shit.
God, I love
It's just
those.
It's like I'm going through one of those like liminal, one of the many levels of the back rooms or the classrooms.
We get the Backrooms movie this year. I'm
Wait,
really looking
really?
for. Yeah,
I forgot.
A24. Kane
I heard
Parsons is
something about
making it.
it. I didn't think much of it because I thought it was a fucking meme, like the Bendy and Ink Machine movie that
Now
they
that's
wanted to
happening
do.
too. That's like confirmed. They have a director and everything already.
You're telling me that's happening too?
Yeah, that's like the Bendy movie is 100% happening.
Yeah.
That was just a stupid April Fool's joke that they did back in the
Speak.
day.
No.
No, yeah,
But
there's like steady progress happening. They
but
have like an actual director
speak
and everything now.
speaking of Bendy, something to quickly vent about on that, because like I said, I need to talk about literally anything because I don't got much. Um, what the fuck was up with people not liking Dark Revival?
People suck. Dark Revival was awesome.
Yeah, like, like what was going on with that?
I don't know what people I feel like have always had some weird fundamental problem with the Bendy series, and I don't understand that. But it was especially apparent in Dark Revival. I thought that was a
Like,
really cool new take
yeah, no, it
on
was
Bendy.
like I'm sorry, like it was just better than Ink Machine in like every way, at least technically speaking, like on a technical level,
Right,
like
yeah.
as a game, it was like just so much better. They even called back to like it, there's so many callbacks to all the fucking iffy design choices they made.
Yeah.
Also, not to mention the devs are just really funny.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you heard about this one, but there was like this Easter egg where it's like this dude was playing I think it was like in chapter 3. Um
Yeah. Oh, is this
I think it
the?
was like in chapter 3, this dude was like in the middle of it and his like game crashed and he like fucking out of rage threw his headphones and broke them. And so when they updated it to fix the game, they added like this broken headphone prop right where the dude crashed.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that. That's actually awesome.
I know the story behind that one. I think what happened was that there was like a glitch that caused the maze where you find the projectionist not loading properly or the ink cart's just not spawning in. So that caused him to realize he was basically soft locked there, and that caused him to throw his headset down.
Oh, that might have been it then. All I know is someone like I'm pretty sure it was chapter 3, but like somewhere
It would
during
make
like
sense.
Ink
Chapter
Machine.
3 is the one that people got the most pissed with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, no, a dude like playing the game, like slammed his headphones and fucking broke them, and like on the map, like on the map, so, like right where bro was standing at the time, they added like on top of a nearby barrel like a broken headphone prop. It was
I
hilarious.
loved that. Also,
uh,
quick time check. We are just about to hit an hour.
oh, right.
I mean, we're going off the rails, but we warned you. This was basically just small talk 3 in disguise.
I've thought of the perfect title for this episode. I'm gonna call it Emotional Roller Coaster.
Yeah, think of
Yeah.
this as the Better Call Saul of the Small Talk series.
It's a spin-off of a spin-off,
Yeah, that's kind
which
of
is
how it
basically
works.
what High Boys will be.
Oh man,
I, yeah, the whole puppet squad umbrella.
Yeah, really.
Cause
I
like, cause like that's another like we just locked in and did like a whole season of Bill Bush all just straight. Like
yeah,
that was like the
really.
only thing we were doing, and it's like even like don't get me wrong. I think Bill Bush has some of the best shit we ever did. Reefer is just
I honestly think Don't Fear the Reefer is my most favorite short film we've ever made.
like it.
in
So,
oh
Oh,
Oh God, Nate, you glitching hardcore.
what was
I
that?
What the fuck?
what I was trying to say was in my opinion, like I don't think anything will ever top Don't Fear the Reaper. Like in my opinion, out of all the stuff that we've done, that's probably going to be one of, if not the best thing we've ever done.
It's
I
so
enjoyed
good.
it. I enjoyed playing the Reaper. Oh,
French
hey, French
fry.
fry. How you doing?
God, it's just it's the perfect blend of my two favorite genres I like to do, comedy and horror. So I fucking love that
Yeah.
one so much.
Yeah, that's funny enough, like it's one of the reasons that I also love the combo. It's why I love Murder Drones so much. A lot of people don't get it, but like Murder Drones is a horror comedy. Like that's
Yeah,
what it is. The show purposefully makes a shit ton of jokes.
yeah,
Like yeah, no. Don't Fear the Reaper, like peak. I like Bill Bush. Bill Bush has brought forth some of like the best shit, and I think it was good that we did it because I think it was really good. I think it was like really good at pushing our skills in filmmaking.
yeah. We got to like actually experiment with a bunch of different styles and everything. And
Uh,
I honestly, I
Nate,
think
Nate's locked in combat with a whale apparently.
I honestly think the Bill Bush characters are my favorite characters to do film stuff with too. I know I have another film I'm working on right now that takes place in the Bill Bush universe. I don't know if I would technically call it a Bill Bush film, but it's mostly about Ichabod and Monk.
I mean, it's the same thing as like Vulgar Brew.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like this new one will fit in just as much as
Uh,
that one does. I've
like
contemplated adding that to the playlist anyways because it kind of is.
Yeah.
because like, because
Like
like
that's gonna be
because
more
like
towards the serious notes, right?
yeah,
Yeah, the
because
new
like
one I'm working on will be a little bit more serious. Still
yeah,
comedy rooted though.
yeah,
Occasional.
yeah, you showed. I know you showed me the script. You've probably shown it to Nate, but like I could tell from the premise that it's very like written from the soul.
It's a bit more of a personal story, yeah. Because honestly, Ichabod is like the character I have that is most like me out of anyone I've done, and it's a very personal story I'm trying to do with this new one. It's called Residence. Not to say that it won't have jokes, because it definitely will, but it's gonna take a bit more of like a serious route. Not in everything, but like there's a couple scenes that are like specifically supposed to be taken a bit more seriously. But it's just me trying to find that right blend of serious and comedy, which I think I'm more than capable of doing. I've just kind of like, as much as I've been wanting to do this new film, I've encountered a couple roadblocks. The main one being I'm lazy, but that's not super relevant. I think that the main problem I'm having with, because I want to film this new one so bad, but this is the first film I will be doing in like years that I'm kind of mostly doing just on my own. The past like I don't even know how many film projects is like the three of us working together, but because of the current living situation, I will be taking most of the work in this. And that's not to say you guys won't be helping because you both have plenty of voice cameos in that, but it's mostly going to be me and Fiora doing most of the filming and everything, and I'm going to have to approach it a slightly different way, but I kind of want that challenge, you know? He is just playing with a fork. Forks with the fork? It's
I gave
destiny.
him I gave him a plastic fork to play with.
He loves his random bullshit.
He's carrying it around too.
But yeah, that's something I'm working on in the background. This will probably out very long before that's out. I'm trying not to give myself like a release date because I'm trying to just work on this when I have time, because it's also the case of the place I'm staying in now, like four other people live here, and I don't want to like annoy people with my fucking voices, so it's like trying to find the right balance of when people are at work and I can film. So, like I said, I will. For the people that are curious about that, I'll update when I can, but don't expect me to give a release date probably until I'm done with it. I am trying to take it a lot more chill with this one because when I go and put release dates, like when I go into the mindset like I have to be done by this date, it never turns out the way I want. I would rather take my time with this one and get the desired effect that I want.
Nate, Nate is locked in combat with another whale. But yeah, no. But yeah, it's a matter of just like cringe o'clock. It's like, it's like this film, it's gonna have like, it'll have Ichabod, it'll have Monk, it'll have like a bunch of characters that call to a bunch of other shit that we have and will plan to do.
Yeah, that's
Like
the other thing with this is there's a couple
it
specific segments I'm trying to set up for future stuff as well.
so so just in general, this film is just like it is a full-on generic, just cringe o'clock universe film.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, because like it is uh, it's probably a lot of y'all probably wouldn't guess from how stupid. Sorry, hold on, my mic probably. I leaned away, so probably got fucked up. But yeah, a lot of you probably wouldn't guess from like the very stupid nature of all this shit on Cringe O'Clock, but it is all connected.
Yeah. God, if only you guys knew how deep this shit actually went.
There's a there's a there's a really really funny connection that we have yet to drop on y'all, and we're waiting until we can do the film for it to.
Yeah.
How
God, I
But
am looking
like,
forward to that.
but yeah, no. But yeah, no. It's gonna be the most funniest like plot twist ever too. Like it'll be about the character. It'll be about characters like no one gives a shit about.
Yeah. I know a character that this isn't really spoilers because I posted a few like concept posters, but a character that's coming back that long fans of specifically the content me and Nate used to make, Bobby the Pillow is coming back, which makes sense
Oh yeah.
because he's coming back and maybe some other stuff too.
no way.
Yeah, Bobby's gonna be a main character in this new one.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
no.
haven't even done the Bobby voice in so long.
Those are, yeah, no. Those of you that just love cringe o'clock shit. We got a lot of stuff that you'll probably like. Like at some point this year, I definitely want it to be preferably before the halfway point too. I'm gonna start doing work for what is basically a a big game for
Hmm.
like all of Cringe O'Clock. Like it's got a ton of Cringe O'Clock shit
If
in
you
it.
like the film stuff, you're gonna really love this game.
Yeah,
Not gonna say too much about it. Don't want to give away too
and it
much.
and it will be canon. It will be canon.
What's crazy is if they've been paying attention, they would already kind of know about this game. I'm not gonna say in what context, but there's 4 channels you should be constantly looking at. Me, Zach, Nate, and Julie. Who's to say you haven't been already getting fed teasers already? Guess you haven't been
Yeah.
looking hard enough.
How long till someone makes a cringe o'clock iceberg?
God, I
Bro,
would love to see that. Because
the
that shit
cringe.
goes deep.
Have y'all? Hold on. I sent you. Hold on. When I sent you this like a while ago, but like, so I think this was back when. Let me see if I can. Oh God.
Oh, Nate, by the
I mean,
way, I posted that trailer for Playground in the chat that I was talking about. If you wanted to check
okay,
that out later.
okay, yeah. So, okay, so you want to talk about you want some shit to vent about. Um, you want some shit about to vent about the fucking like just the absolute fucking overuse of like AI for a bunch of shit.
Oh
But I
God.
but I can't deny sometimes when there's no harm in it, it's just like for a silly video or like the one where it's like Donald Trump and Obama playing Minecraft or some shit.
I
When
remember those.
Oh
when
man,
it's
those are
something really harmless and dumb, like it can be a little funny, right? And I found out this was back like when Bing Copilot first launched.
Oh Christ.
Uh, Apparently, I again at the time I sent you something about this, but it knew who we were. I put it in the VC chat. This was a Go ahead and read it out loud for the listeners.
Cringe
But this
o'clock,
is what I
Satan's favorite
yeah
YouTube channel. All
yeah
right.
yeah. But what I did was I asked one of my friends had Bing Copilot open. We were just testing a bunch of shit. I was like, ask it what cringe o'clock is. I want to see this. This was the result. Go
All
ahead
right.
and read it for the
This is what it
listeners.
says. This channel, human. God, if I could speak, that'd be great. This channel, wow. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna end it. This channel humorously declares itself as too offensive for kids on YouTube. It seems to embrace a satirical and edgy style of content. If you're into unconventional humor, you might find it interesting. Explore the channel here. Yeah, that definitely sounds like cringe o'clock.
Yeah, no, it knew our style like to a T. It even knows like the shit we said as like the channel description and shit.
All right.
Nate's mic is now just emitting bass boost for some reason.
Yeah, it's just you and me talking and then glitching happening.
It's just it sounds not gonna lie, rather than fighting a whale, it sounds like he just has like it sounds like the noise of like a club coming through his floor.
Yeah, it kind of does.
actually. If you guys are experiencing any audio issues, let me like try something real quick. Yes, I'm breaking out the headset finally.
Oh, we're in
It,
headset mode. All right, let's
Well,
see if this fixes it at all.
well,
let's see.
we were probably gonna end off pretty soon.
That's true. We can always do another episode. All right,
Alright, hold
talk,
on a
Nate.
second.
Oh, that's
Alright, can you
that's
guys...
so much better. God, we should have had
Is it?
that from the start. Yes.
I'm so sorry for anyone watching, or listening in this case. Next episode, I will be bringing back the headset, because it's clear that no headset was a bad idea.
Well, now we know. Listen, it
I
wouldn't be the
went away.
dumbass podcast if something wasn't slightly
Li-
off.
Listen, we're gonna drop some knowledge on you.
Okay.
Do y'all think we plan shit?
You'd be a fool if he said yes. We
Like
just
don't get me
wing it
wrong.
every time.
Look, don't get me wrong. We were just talking about like how Bill Bush like films are like probably like they were a real test of our skills and probably like the greatest things we've done so far in terms of content. But like even when we go into those films with like a set idea, we usually have to kind of improv on the go.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Because like whenever we go into a short film, like I usually write down a base plot synopsis. I wouldn't even call it a script because nothing we say is scripted. We are yes-anding each other and just saying anything.
I think
Honest.
and the funniest thing is most of the time it tends to work out for us. I think the one time we made something that just genuinely kind of sucked because this is how we did it was Barreltown.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely would agree.
I mean,
Like
like,
and that's why I mean, we've said this a couple times for y'all, I think, but just to remind you, because of how less than satisfactory Barreltown has kind of become, especially near the end of like what we've done so far.
Mm.
It's just getting fully rebooted.
I have got a new, and I'd argue better story for it that I've already worked on. Also, here's the thing. Cut us a little bit of slack, because when we started Bill Bush, that was when COVID first started. Zach, I remember, because like I came over and we're like, yeah, we got no school for 3 weeks. Why don't I come over for 2 weeks and we just do a bunch of film shit? And then we're like, oh, let's start this. And then the day after we started, that shit happened. And then
Oh yeah,
it was just a nightmare to film from there on out. But
yeah.
I'm not going to say too much, but like I said, it's going to have a better story that I think makes more sense, and is also going to be probably a full short film rather than a show.
But yeah. Yeah, Barreltown's gonna be much more of like a mini movie than like
Yeah.
And like
probably
a 5-part series.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably like a mini movie, probably like 30 to 40 minutes if I had to say.
It'll probably be longer than like our normal short films. I feel like it'd probably be closer to like, yeah, like 40 minutes to an hour type of deal. But like I said,
So-
I know it's kind of unfortunate, but we've talked about the pros and cons of this a lot. This really is the best way to do it.
Yeah, we kind of just like and it like honestly, if we had to be honest, it's kind of a miracle that Barreltown is like the one and only instance where we've genuinely had to do this.
That's true, yeah.
Cuz like I said, we don't plan shit. Like we kind of plan shit, but most of the shit we do for Cringe O'Clock is just purely off the improv.
We go in with a base idea and kind of just wing it from there.
So
we do
like
the bare minimum.
Yeah.
so the fact that Barreltown was like is like kind of like the one and only instance where it's genuinely just actually sucked when it wasn't. Like sometimes things have sucked, but usually the point was that it did.
Barreltown is
Barreltown-
the one time that shit just genuinely didn't work out.
Like it didn't work the way it was supposed to. Like it just fell apart. So yeah, no. We're gonna
That's-
strike that. We're striking it, we're reversing it, we're rebooting it. Barreltown's gonna be a new thing. It's just gonna be a mini movie. No more 5-part series, none of that. It's just
That way all the characters will look a lot more consistent as well, because that was the other thing, was Bill Bush was always filmed so far apart. I know there's an old behind the scenes compilation of shit from that, which I'll probably release after the new version is out. As like, if this was on like a DVD, that would be like bonus features content type shit.
Oh man,
Yeah.
The Legend of Barreltown on DVD.
God,
That would've been awesome.
I wish I knew how to like burn discs, because I would love to port some of our stuff to DVDs just to have it on like a
Oh,
shelf.
it'd be really fucking sick if Zazzle let us do that.
God,
sell
I
it-
would love
just-
that.
Just sell it on DVD.
God,
It's an ancient, archaic art form.
I always thought about like maybe one day making a Patreon, and it'd be cool if we made like 5
Yeah.
copies to give away to random people.
We technically we have that in the works. It's not complete yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not complete yet, but eventually we will have a Patreon where it's like everything we do from Master Key Games to Cringe O'Clock to even Spike Ball, just whatever goes to it will help the efforts of our company content.
Yeah. Stargazer Studios as a whole.
Yeah, so we still have it. It's not done yet. Not done yet. There's a lot to be done for it. But
Yeah. Just expect it in the future.
it is in the works. But yeah, no. But yeah, that's where Barreltown's at. And again, it's a miracle that's like it's like the only instance out of everything we've done.
Yeah, that's our
where it's
white
just-
whale. It's the only one that like really didn't work out.
Like it just fell apart. It didn't work.
We have a good thing going for it, though. And like I said, with the new story I'm working on, I like the direction I'm taking with it a lot more. You know what? For all you Barrelhead fans out there, let me give you...
Barrelheads.
I don't know. I came up with that out of my ass just now.
Shout out to Piss Barrel.
Oh, God. Piss Barrel, our one consistent viewer.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
Wherever
me
he's at.
neither.
Or
Yeah.
they.
A
It could
lot
be a
of
girl. I
a
don't
lot
know.
of the
Maybe.
well, they have there's like a whole mini friend group that's like just following us, and it's
Yeah.
like they just what no, here's what it is. I feel like they do watch us, but they show up in the comments at the most mysterious of
It
times.
definitely feels like it.
Like a like the one time we just randomly called out unofficial pie and they showed up.
Yeah, they gave us a full pie recipe. That shit
But
was
yeah, no.
insane.
But yeah, no. You too. If you hear this, comment something. Let
Yeah,
us
really.
know.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna give a like a small little something. Cause I know people did like Barreltown. So I want to
Yeah.
give something for you guys to like look forward to about what the
This
theme is probably gonna be.
this this is your reward for watching till the end, like they tell you to do in the shill segment of the video.
So, as we know, Barreltown originally had a very kind of, I'm just gonna say, bullshit plot that I kind of came up with on the spot, because there's the part in the original where Flint's going on about like Barrowtown was built on an ancient burial ground. I don't like that. That's now
And
scrapped.
it's cliche.
It is cliche. But the new direction I am taking this is a more Lovecraftian vibe. If you have seen
Lovecraftian.
if you have seen the movie oh god, hold on. God, I really thought I had this in my head. Hold on, I gotta think of what the hell that movie is called.
Look,
Again, you
Where is
think
he
I
at?
planned these?
Oh, I see it.
he's on this blanket.
Right. Okay, so the movie is called Color Out of Space. It has Nicolas Cage. It's a weird, like, sci-fi Lovecraftian thing, and I wouldn't call the new plot of Barreltown sci-fi. I would call it Lovecraftian in a way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it
It's
and
got,
it will make sense more with how Grin looks. Like that mask, spoiler alert, that's supposed to be his face if that wasn't obvious. I'm going to do a
yeah,
better job of making that more readily apparent in the
It was
remake.
supposed to be a western.
It still will be set in like older times and
yeah.
like a
Is it?
farmish small town,
Yeah,
but I have a new
So,
direction I'm taking it.
yeah.
what, like,
Because yeah, no, we're gonna get Eldritch in this bitch.
Yeah, Eldritch horror is the type of vibe I'm going for now. And we'll give a lot more reason to why Grin looks the way that he does.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Just to keep rewarding y'all who have tuned in and are still here, to give y'all some perspective on where it goes in the lore. Yeah, the Legend of Barreltown, like the film, because now it is a film,
Hmm.
the way it's being rebooted. Um, the film is very much set in the past, and in fact, the implication is that Barreltown, because Barreltown is it eventually becomes
Hawks, Virginia.
Hawks, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barreltown eventually becomes Hawks, Virginia, which is where the events of Puppet Squad, Bill and Bill Bush
All
take
the modern
place.
stuff takes place, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Hawks, Virginia is just this place in our film universe. It has that Gravity Falls effect
Yeah, really.
where it's like the one spot on Earth where all the bullshit happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
kind of
But
sounds like the Nevada Triangle.
yeah, that's the newer direction I'm trying to take it with. I won't say too much more than that cuz I don't want to give you guys everything, but I wanted to give you all a little something about what the new vibe for that is going to be.
But yeah, no. For all two of the cringe o'clock lore keepers out there, we're gonna do y'all a favor, and we're gonna let you know. Barreltown use is like the olden state of Hawks, Virginia. That's where Puppet Squad, Bill Bush, and High Boys, that umbrella, the Puppet Squad umbrella, takes place.
Hmm.
And on top of that, it is mostly the reason behind why, like if you remember, actually, you may or may not know. It depends on how much you do know. But Monk has an ancestor,
Mhm.
a great grandfather specifically, uh, Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed, Dust Devil, Monk Supreme.
Yeah, yeah, that's Monk's great grandfather, and it is very much implied that it like we're you know he used to operate Barreltown, like he
Yeah,
that's where he was. As a matter of fact, the commercial we made was for Barreltown.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, so Monk's ancestors used to operate in Barreltown, what would eventually become Hawks, Virginia. Um, so like obviously because it's like great grandfather, obviously it's a relatively recent development in
Mhm.
terms of timeline, but like it's still a change, right? And that it also goes into why Monk, after the incident at his college,
Mhm.
he sought out what would become Puppet Manor because it's like, oh, my family has ties to this town.
Yeah. Where also technically Paper Pal stuff takes place in the same town as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
jeez.
not gonna
I'm
give
not gonna
you
go
that
anything
lore.
past that. You don't
We're not
get
gonna
that
give you
yet.
that.
Listen, I'm not gonna give away anything, but mostly because there's nothing to give away. Paper
Yeah,
Pals is the one that's taken the longest because like that's one we want to like actually be
yeah,
like a movie
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
So that's like, I do want to go back to doing more stuff with those characters. I know occasionally we do stuff. I mean, whenever we do stuff with them, it's mostly stuff with Noir. Cause she was
Yeah.
just, I don't want to say recently, because I honestly think it was like 2 years ago now. The one with Lucas, Familiar Faces, which showed the lore of how she got her teleporting powers.
Yeah. Noir, yeah. Noir is a very Noir is a very she's quite an enigma within the
Yeah.
Cringe O'Clock universe. It's like are we there are a lot of questions about her, and there are some of them we are purposefully never going to answer.
Oh yeah. I will say, and this name is gonna hit like a truck for at least a few people out there. She has direct ties to Family of Evil, which I know Nate knows that. Um,
Ugh.
it's another one, another big one I'm working on. I'm not gonna give away anything really, but Nate does play the main character in that show when it
I'm
will
still
happen.
trying to. I have an idea on what he looks like. I just got to figure out his fucking name. That's like the one thing I have a problem with. I can't give him a good name.
We have plenty of time to figure that out. Family of Evil is one of those things where I want to do it so bad, but I will not even touch that series until I have money for an actual slightly higher
Budget.
budget. Yeah,
Yeah, for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for once we're actually going
Pa-
to need a
yeah.
budget.
Paper Pals is kind of in a similar boat.
exactly. Those are the
Those are
two that are like we
like
want to do a very specific way, so they would
yeah.
require more money
They're
to do.
yeah, they're both things where it's like they're some of the earliest concepts we've ever created.
I think the only
But
other one that's in that boat is technically Puppy Eyes, which I'm also still working on, but like I've kind of pushed to the back burner a bit because I'm still working out some story
yeah.
beats.
But yeah, no, those are like some of the earliest things we ever created. And part of the reason why it's taken so long to do them is because we want them to be good.
I would rather have it wait multiple more years to achieve the exact vision we want for that. It'll be out eventually. You can trust that. Literally, I'm like 99% sure our friend group was built upon the idea of making paper pals to begin with. That was like the first film concept besides the Angry King that we came up with like right away.
Yeah. Angry Angry King. That's also a dude who's going to be. He's getting He's getting a soft reboot. Like there are things about him that are going to change, but everything from before is still going to be canon.
Yeah. It's just
No, I,
it's just mostly the King and Jester are getting some updated looks and a few updated story beats.
I feel like what you guys are doing with Barrel Town and the Angry King, I feel like this is what like Hollywood should do if they really want to actually reboot like movies. If you are really trying to make a reboot or remake of a movie, uh, do do stuff that actually improves on stuff that happened before, stuff that were like genuine problems, whether it be
Yeah.
like a disconnection between characters, like maybe certain character flaws that kind of contradict with what they're supposed to be, basic shit like that. But with these remakes, they're either like beat for beat, or they're just like completely different and just have like no relation to the original. Kind of like Black Christmas.
Hot take, I like the Friday the 13th reboot more than the original.
Oh yeah, 100%. And yeah,
I mean,
the
I'm fair enough.
reboot. I'm gonna say this right now. Reboot Jason is conceptually one of the most horrifying motherfuckers I could ever
Yeah.
envision myself being hunted by.
He really fucking is. God, I'm also, when I say that, I'm not trying to discredit any of the originals. I just personally like it more. I like it all
Yeah.
contained in that one
I
story.
I and the thing is like obviously this is also I guess in a way this can go back to like the original idea of venting, but like there's a lot of people who will like talk about the film process who clearly just don't understand it.
God, that
And
irks me so bad.
and one of the things is like it also comes down to critique. I've been learning especially a lot about critiquing and like where people might be really like fucking things up for themselves in the way they critique shit. Um, and one of them comes from reboot movies. A lot of people, whenever a reboot movie comes out, they will just immediately throw it in the dog shit bin. Um, but and I've noticed the reason why is because yes, when you make a reboot movie, you do by nature invoke the idea of oh, it has to like by nature it compares to the original in some
Right.
way. However, if you make that comparison the only thing about that movie, you are only going to ruin it for yourself.
Exactly. You have to go
Like
into it with an open mind, but you're still allowed to critique it, but you can't have that be the only thing you're doing.
like yes, by nature, when a reboot of a movie exists, like by nature, yeah, you're gonna like mentally compare it a little bit, you know? It's just how it works. But it's not the only thing there.
Yeah.
It's not That's not all there is to it. Like also judge it, you know, as a movie.
Yeah, really.
And there's another one about like how people critique shit. So I'm not going to go into the specifics behind it, but I think this will probably be a really easy way for me to kind of convey it. Is so when you have a media, right? There's layers to it. There is in universe, and then there's outside context, right? So here's an example of what I'm talking about. I'm doing some commentary about something. I'm talking with someone. I mentioned how there's this one thing where it's like this character dies, and the way their funeral is portrayed is because because the project was comedic in nature, it was presented as a joke. This person was like admittedly they did it pretty fairly, like they actually seemed to understand how to critique reasonably, so I put that aside. So I engaged with them, And I basically had to explain to them is like the nature of it being set up as a joke because of the comedic nature of the project. It was not something they gave pretty valid reasoning that they didn't fully agree with it. And I said like I was like, fair, here's my stance on it. 1 second. French fry. Don't. He he's like tearing up my rug. Um but yeah. I had to basically put it like this is like in universe, right? In universe, the nature of like the kind of the comedic nature that the funeral played out was obviously insensitive to the person. Like obviously in universe that's how it works. But I, as the viewer, am not in universe. I am outside context. So the outside context joke of the comedic nature of the scene, if you value like the if you as a viewer value like the theoretical offended, like how offended someone would be by the nature of the funeral over the outside context of the joke, you are thinking about the priority completely backwards.
That's fair.
Like um because like what they said was they found like the comedic nature of the scene, like they felt like they didn't agree with it, and I was like, I get it, but like the fact that it was set up as a joke, it's an outside context thing. The project was comedic. That's the point. It's an outside context joke, not an in-universe one. So if you value your feelings on the in-universe emotional attachment over the outside context narrative vision, you are ultimately defeating the purpose of it being a fictional media by taking it that personally.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like your priority of judging it is completely fucking backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Also, quick time check. We are almost at an hour 40, so we may want to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any last tangents or events they want to discuss before we go ahead and end this one?
I do have one thing regarding myself. Look, you know how most people they always say like, "Oh, I don't really like looking at my older videos. They may like project me as a completely different person, or I just don't like the way I sound or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, personally for me, I've had many of that. Like my first ever video was a fucking travesty because like I was basically ripping off other YouTubers,
That's
and
fair.
one video, actually two of them, but one of them I'm actually kind of glad that it got updated, and this actually ties into the reboot thing we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
Um, Stir Crazy.
Mm.
yeah.
I and that was just a dumb little video I made just for the hell of it, and I kind of wanted to make it a kind of spooky thing about a guy getting stuck in a well or whatever. But I didn't expect it to transform into what it is today. I don't even know what it transformed into.
I remember watching that video when you first put it out, and I don't know what it was. Just something clicked with me. I'm like, there's more here. We got to do more with this
Yeah.
idea.
We each did our own part, and then for Cringe O'Clock we did a remaster of like the whole trilogy as a video.
Yeah. I
But
love the stir crazy stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, and then eventually that's also going to get a short film, which is also very much on the we're gonna wait until we have budget for this
Yeah.
shelf. We have a
You know,
lot of shit on that shelf.
Oh yeah.
But
God,
God,
stir
fucking.
crazy. We talked about that in the first podcast episode.
eh,
It's coming
Do you
full
guys
circle.
but
know
yeah.
all the fucking dumb catchphrases that we tried to get up off the ground but never ended up going towards?
Like
Like,
what?
we've actually mentioned a couple times, like, we have a budget.
That's
Like,
always
just to
been kind of our thing though. We've always
yeah,
said
but the
that.
thing is, like, I
I'm
kind
on
of
a
ripped it.
budget, fucker.
It's like, we have a budget.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Well, the reason that became a joke is because it's this. I think it was like King Batch Vine. I think it was where it's like, for just to be frank, I have no idea where bro is right now. I have no idea if he's done some fuck shit or not.
He's
So
having a
no,
spoonful.
no opinions. I have no current opinions on the dude. Completely neutral. I'm just saying that right now.
You want to know what other
But
phrase? Oh,
but
sorry. Sorry.
But the reason why it became a catchphrase for me is because I based it on this Vine of his where he goes to like a dude's house that's like, yeah, we got frosted flakes. Frosted flakes? These are frosted fakes. Where's the tiger at? I'm on a budget, fucker.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
But
Oh
yeah,
god.
no. I think as a final note, I think as a final note to leave it on, and we'll have this be I'll have this be like a piece of advice and a speck of optimism for the people who have slugged through this emotional roller coaster of an episode,
Yeah,
the
really.
ups and downs and the
Yeah,
heavy
really.
tones. So to leave it off on a positive note, to speak on what Nate's talking about, I too, as probably like the most YouTuber out of all of us right now, um, I have a lot of really old videos that, oh boy, I know I would not be able to stand looking at them. But I don't get rid of them because as much as it could be a pain to look back at like, oh, your first Let's Play series, um as much as it could be a pain to look back in those videos, I think having them still be there is a very good symbol of how much you've developed.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree.
It's like it's like a time capsule, but just in motion.
Yeah. I
I
do think
have.
there's something special about just remembering where you came from. It doesn't matter if it's cringe. It's you can look back on it and
Yeah,
still have some sort of fondness to it regardless.
I
Yeah.
do have one personal one that I've been keeping in the dark ages for the longest time, and I think I might actually let it out one time.
I feel like I know what
Oh
you're
my
talking
goodness,
about.
this is for like the OGs, like that has been with our channel since the very beginning. When when me and when I lived in a different house, it was all because of a stupid thing I said that I recorded myself saying. Not my
I
penis.
knew it. I knew it was not my penis.
That was like one of the first catchphrases I've had so far, and I hated it for the longest time. But looking back on it, considering how far I've came from that, it's honestly like it honestly brings a smile to my face. And I
I
might.
well,
What did you say?
well, for me, it was like how far I came was like I'm pretty sure the oldest videos on my channel currently are me fucking recording Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator with a phone.
Oh
So
god.
like aiming a phone at my computer screen at footage of the game. So like that's more what I meant by how far I've come because now I got a pretty decent setup. I got like a 1.5K like gaming PC. I got pretty good microphone and webcam and shit. I got an editing software that I pirated because holy fuck it is not worth the money.
Yeah.
For me, there's a video I uploaded 9 years ago, and I think about this all the time.
Is it the alligator?
It's not Crocodile Dream, actually. I'm specifically referring to my playthrough of Five Nights at Candy's 3,
That was gonna be my second guess.
where
Oh.
this was also, for the record, I had a channel before Horse 3509 Extreme. I've been doing YouTube well over a decade. That channel is just gone because it was on my old school email. But I look at right now, my oldest video on the internet is that one, my Five Nights at Candy's 3 demo video, where I'm just sitting in a kitchen chair back when I couldn't even show the game. It is just my webcam and you can kind of hear the game audio. And I recorded
I've
so many videos like that.
wasn't like wasn't an example of one of those like when Benjamin played Doki Doki Literature
No, that
Club?
one actually has the game. That was well
Oh, it
after
did?
that time period. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And we edited that. It was the start of a it was the start of a very subtle character that's kind of still laying in the background of a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
No,
specifically in my Three Scary Games stuff.
you want to talk about you want to talk about fucking how far Cringe O'Clock has gotten? The first thing we ever did for Cringe O'Clock was probably like the very first fucking episode of Puppet Squad.
Yeah.
And back then we recorded I'm gonna move my camera on Discord, but I'm also gonna put it in words so the viewers can understand this.
okay.
Back then, we recorded Puppet Squad with this really old computer.
Oh God,
Oh
We
yeah.
used
man,
we used the webcam mic on this really old computer that I still have on this desk to my side.
that's an
And now,
artifact right there.
Yeah, really.
and now, and now, look how far we've come.
Yeah, like look at
We
the
go,
like the therapy whale episode.
Oh
yeah,
man, yeah.
the
Well,
therapy well episode. That was it was a lot more work than we originally anticipated, and it ended up being the longest Puppet Squad episode by a mile.
I think our
But
effort was well worth it though, because that's a really good episode.
but Puppet Squad is going through the Brandon Rogers arc where it started as something completely random and bullshit and stupid, and we're slowly turning it into something that actually has a overarching narrative.
Hmm. We have a lot of plans for Puppet Squad for the future. None that I'm gonna talk about, but just
stay tuned.
stay
Yeah,
tuned.
no. But yeah, moral of the story, you can look back at shit and you can cringe and you could say it's a bad thing, but honestly, if you're cringing at your old self, it's a good thing because it shows how far you've come.
And
And
I
if you can
feel
smile,
like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
and if you can smile at how bad you originally were, then that's even better. Sometimes,
Yeah. Don't
sometimes it's
yeah.
better to put on a happy face.
Oh, happy face! Oh, he did the thing.
Yeah, just
Yep, I'm doing
ju-
this now.
but yeah, no, just like if you cringe at shit you used to do, it's actually a good thing. It's proof you've come a very long way. And anything you do that doesn't fully work out, just don't take it super personally because only you are beating yourself up for it.
Yeah,
This
but
was the shit Zach was talking about earlier.
but on that note, I feel like we should probably go ahead and end this one here.
Where are we at right now?
Almost 2 hours.
Oh wow! Hold on a second. Let me take the mask off. It's probably almost as long as the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's episode.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think we're going to try to do the podcast a bit more frequently from here on out. Because like we were saying at
now
the
that
beginning, it's a good excuse since we can't really hang out in person. It's a good excuse to just sit down and talk. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and bye?
Bye.
bye.